Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Indah Permatasari. I'm from Group 3, and the members of Group 3 are Winda Andisti, Khairunisa, Aida Maharani, Umi Lutfia, and Sugiyarti Nabila. And the materials of Group 3 is Problem of Serious and Pop Fictions. Okay, now I'm going talking about definitions of pop fictions. Pop fiction is plot driven and doesn't particularly have to be realistic. It is what teenagers and young adults are often seen reading these days. It is often considered as an escape from reality. The purpose of pop fictions is to serve as entertainment as an escape from reality. Okay, in pop fictions, they have many types, and the first types is pop fictions as popular literature. Popular literature has always been to the integral part of human life. Every period of history has had popular literature in some way or the other. Pop literature has remained one of the important aspects of human culture, as popular literature is widely invented and imaginative writing dealing with the world of fictions.
My name is Suna Anditi. Uh, this is next material from Group 3, Popular Fiction and Literary Fiction. In the academic discourse, the term popular fiction and literary fiction are used in a contrasted way. The cultural production, such as work, visual arts, opera, experimental media, art house cinema, etc. One may ask the question what the reason lies behind the production of such high cultural production.
And next, I will explain about popular fiction as a source of entertainment. Entertainment is the next important logic of defining and understanding the concept of popular fiction. The books are produced with the intention of applying the majority of people. Entertainment is the source of a widespread appeal of all over the world. It attracts the plenty of readers who are always in the search of pleasure. They get pleasure with the help of entertainment. With this, the readers try to escape the sorrow of life and enjoy the world of imagination to seek entertainment. Gilder observed popular fiction from one point of view is escape, ephemeral, and superficial.
Okay, the next is fiction as a process. Process is the very important logic of defining of understanding the field of popular fiction. Gelder notes the field of popular fiction is made up not simply of the novels themselves but an entire apparatus of production, distribution, and consumption. The process of popular fiction is very different in nature from the process of popular fiction. Production is the first step in the process of popular fiction. Production of the book is seen as the industrial practice. It makes the books easily and very cheaply accessible to all. The role of the writer as well as the procedure is very important in the process of production. And the next is popular fiction as bestseller. Bestseller can be the logic of understanding popular fiction and distinguishing it from literary fiction. Popular fiction has a wide range of selling as the books of popular fiction are sold in a large number of copies. However, Gelder has used this term for defining popular fiction on the basis of the intention of the writer. The intention of the literary author is primarily creative, then productive, hence the label bestseller go with popular fiction and becomes one of its distinguishing features.
Okay, I will explain about popular fiction as genre fiction. Popular fiction is also known as genre fiction. Genre fiction is the category of fiction in which is specially written in order to appeal the readers. Genre is the plot-driven stories written in a specific literary genre for appealing the readers. The writer of popular fiction must often write for the specific readers in a particular genre. It doesn't mean that all novels of popular fiction write only in a single genre. They might write in more than one genre, but most of them are known for a particular genre in which they will write. For example, Dan Brown is known for Tyler J.K. Rowling for fantasy, Stephen King for horror.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aida Maharani. I want to continue the explanation about the characteristic of popular fiction. Popular fiction is the combination of two main elements. First is convention and second is invention. According to Covellty, conventions are elements which are usually quite specific to a particular culture and period and do not mean the same outside this specific context. Stereotype characters, accepted idea, commonly known metaphors, even favorite plot are examples of conventions. Inventions, on the other hand, are elements which are unique, imagined by creator. Such invention element could be either new kind of character's idea, innovative plot, or creative usage of language. Invention and invention play significant roles in a cultural context, while convention represent the survival of a society. Invention introduces new concepts to the society. Convention maintains the traditions, custom, and stability of a divine culture. Inventions bring change, new fields. This explains the popularity of popular fiction, since readers could find in these novels a piece of their lives, belief, and interests. Such findings bring them satisfaction and emotional security. At the same time, invention provides them with new information about the world and the feeling of escape from the ordinary life around them. It is usually criticized that the genre of popular fiction makes overuse of the literary formula, which is the synthesis of a number of specific cultural conventions in a period of time. State the field of popular fiction as literature was subsidiary because of limitation in novelty and creativity of formula fiction. However, such that violence and sex described in popular fiction in a manner that increased his sense of confidence and well-ordered existence. Furthermore, formula could be considered to be a kind of literary art because of its two features. First, essential standardization and its relation to the needs of escape. The first characteristic of formula is the essence of all literature. This is the factor creating the common background between a writer and his or her audience. Such shared experience brings basic emotional security to readers, and through this readers may find it easier not only to comprehend the plot, but also to interpret between the lines. In other words, when a writes between a writer and his or her readers is created, it enables artistic communication. The second feature of formula is of importance since such formula elements create the ideal world without limitation or uncertainties in readers' imagination. This aspect significantly distinguishes between popular fiction and serious literature. The latter describe the real world and forces its readers to face with the uncertain and unsecure reality. When recognizing their involvement in character whose fates reveal limitation and uncertainties. Okay, I think it's enough. And as I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.